Welcome again to the Old Principal. I am the Old Principal, and this is an English instructional half-hour program. Now, today we're going to have a little lesson from history. Something very interesting that happened, quite a few years ago. Okay? This is number 51, called Mass Panic. Mass Panic. And the picture you see there, if you see the picture, that's a picture of a radio. A very old radio. In fact, that radio comes from 1937. 1937年的一个收音机啊. Okay, so we will invite Mrs. Ash to come join us here. And would you be able to read the story? And this is very interesting.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Public radio was becoming very popular in 1938. At 8 p.m. on October 30, most American families were listening to their radios. There were programs occurring on two different networks. One network featured popular actors. Orson Welles had a program on the other network. Wells was only 23 years old. He would become involved in filmmaking, theater, and radio, both as a writer and an actor. Apparently, he knew when the other network was going to take a break. He knew that people would then try tuning into his program. At just the time people tuned in, he created fake news bulletins and the interviews about aliens from Mars that were attacking and killing everyone. Everything sounded so real. The imagination of many listeners began running wild. Many people panicked. In Indiana, the Nicholas family became concerned for their lives. They got their children together and drove 2 kilometers to Grandpa's house. Grandpa was a wise and stable person. He would know what to do. By the time they arrived, the whole car full of people was almost hysterical. They shouted, "Turn on your radio!" Grandpa listened for a bit and then began to laugh. He told them that this was just a radio program. Interestingly, many other families had the same problem as the Nicholas family. They were unable to distinguish between the fake and the real. It is interesting that 3 times during the 1-hour program, Wells indicated that everything was fictional. The reality of the program caused the people to miss those announcements. Today's society is more distrustful of media, but there still is a danger that the television, for instance, is taken for real when it is merely fictional.
Ooh. That's a hard one. Do you want to speak it in Chinese?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. Well, let's begin, and I'll let you take a break, and we'll see if I have time to bring you back. It's pretty tough. Today, we have many, many new words. And those words will be, I need help. So we'll see if we can use English to explain English, but if I can't quite do it, then I've got some Chinese help that will help us. Okay, are we ready to begin? Let's start. Public radio was becoming very popular in 1938. Okay, 公共广播 is very popular in 1938. Actually, the picture that I shared with you was from 1937, but it's about the same. Very old radio. No television, just radio. At 8 p.m. on October 30. October 30, okay, most American families were listening to their radios. Okay? In fact, I remember as a little boy, every evening 晚上的时候，最主要是要听广播呢。And I remember some of the programs, very interesting programs. 不过1938年10月30号 most American families were listening to the radio. Going on, there were programs occurring on two different networks. 有两个广播网 and so two different networks, and these networks are featured popular actors. One of them did. Featured, okay? That means that they had special guests, featured, popular, 受欢迎的演员, okay? Orson Welles had a program on the other. 另外一个广播网 had a program by Orson Welles. 这个一个人的姓名. Okay, going on to the next. Welles was only 23 years old. So he was a young man. Okay, I never heard his voice, but somebody said his voice was very, very 很有吸引力, very captivating. Okay, Welles was only 23 years old. He would become involved. 就是将来 would become involved. 会参与, okay, film making. What is film making? To make movies, okay? Making movies, 要做电影 is film making, okay? Theater, what is 戏剧 is theater. So he did theater. He was a 演员, an actor in the theater. And radio. Of course, he was a radio broadcaster, 播音员, okay? Both as a writer and an actor. So he wrote the scripts, 写稿子. He also was an actor, 演员. So he was quite, you could say, well, he became rather famous, especially after 1938. And after this incident, 这件事情以后, 就提高他的知名度. It raised his visibility to the American public. Going on to the next one. Apparently, he knew when the other network was going to take a break. 好像他知道另外一个广播网什么时候要休息. And why? Because when the other network stopped for a break, that is, they stopped, 休息一下, then the people would know that the people 会转台, okay? So they knew that the people would be tuning into his program, 会转到他的节目. So he had a plan. Oh, he had a plan. And here's the plan. Going on. Next. At just the time the people tuned in, 刚好人家转到他的节目的时候，开始听他的节目的时候, he created a fake news bulletins. 这个新闻报道 news bulletin 新闻报道 okay and of course fake 是假的不是真的啊 so he created a fake news bulletins and interviews 采访 okay 都是假的不是真的 okay so everybody is thinking though 这个是不是真的还是假的 that's the first thing that you think about okay and here's what they were talking about aliens do you know what an alien is an alien is somebody who comes 外星人 or maybe 说不定也不是人but aliens almost give the idea 这是包含仇敌的意思 okay and usually 从其他的星球来的 is an alien okay and he said they came from Mars 一个星球名叫火星 Mars Mars some things are coming here and they were attacking 攻击 and killing everyone 那请问这个是真的还是假的 okay it is 假的 but he's speaking as though it is real going on okay everything sounded so real 听起来好像是真的 Whoa everything sounded so real the imagination of many listeners began running wild okay what's imagination imagine 想象力started running wild to run wild means 失去控制没有办法这个无法控制 so they started thinking very strange things 很可怕的事情 okay many people panicked you know what panic is 惊慌 is panic so many people panicked when people panic what do well sometimes they don't know what to do so they just do strange things because they are 惊慌 panicking in this case the people panicked okay let's go on with the story in Indiana okay now Indiana is 美国 Indiana 州是美国的一个州 the Nicholas family okay Nicholas family that is Nicholas 是他们的姓 family 全家 became concerned for their lives concerned for their lives 他们为他们的生命而开始紧张 concerned 紧张 okay they got their children together and drove 2 miles 召集他们的孩子们 and it says here and they drove 那 drove 就是开汽车的就没有提到车子但是这个肯定是汽车他们是开车子2公里 to Grandpa's house 阿公祖父 whatever you want to say Grandpa okay to Grandpa's house now why did they go to Grandpa's house going on Grandpa was a wise and stable person 他们知道这个阿公啊，他是不但是聪明，他也是一个很稳定的一个人。Okay, so they said, oh, aliens from Mars. 这个火星来的这些 aliens, they're coming. What are we going to do? So they drove their car over to Grandpa's house. They knew he would know what to do. They would know he knew what to do. 他肯定是知道怎么样有什么样的反应what to do. Okay? By the time they arrived, they were almost hysterical. 当他们到达阿公的家 okay, the whole car full of people was almost hysterical. Now, hysterical. What is hysterical? There is, I understand, no Chinese word for hysterical. So we created a word that sounds like English. But I have to read it, so I want to make sure I get it. You got it? Here we go. We're talking about hysterical. Okay? 歇斯底里. Okay? Hysterical. 这个无法控制. They are afraid. They're yelling. They're jumping. This is hysterical. When people are out of control, 无法控制. When they are out of control, they become hysterical. 歇斯底里. Woo, hysterical. That's a big word. That's the reason why I have this. So I can remember the Chinese word. Okay, maybe I can remember it after this. Next. They shouted, "Turn on the radio!" Turn on the radio. So they go, first I can imagine. They burst in the house, the door flies open, and they run in there. Turn on the radio, turn on the radio. Okay. Grandpa listened for a bit. So he listened to the radio. A bit means a little bit. 他听了一下. And then he began to what? Laugh. 他就开始笑一笑啊. Hey. Everybody else was 歇斯底里, hysterical. They were fearful. They were panicky. They were worried. They thought they were going to die. And Grandpa is laughing. Whoa. 不一样的行为. Grandpa is laughing. He told them that this was just a radio program. 他就告诉他们，这些只不过是一个收音机的广播节目。That's all. It's just a radio program. 他的意思是没事 ，no problem. Going on. Interestingly, 很有趣的 many other families had the same problem. 很多其他的家庭有同样的一个问题。Actually, that caused a problem. You know why it caused a problem? Because some people did strange things. 那以后就怪 Orson Welles, 你的节目太像样子了。Okay, and these other families had the same problem as the Nicholas family. They were unable to distinguish, 没有办法分辨 okay, between the fake 假的 and the real, 真的 not able, unable, 无法分辨 okay, unable to distinguish between the fake, 假的 and the true. Going on. It is interesting that 3 times during the 1-hour program, 3 times during the 1-hour program, Wells indicated that everything was fictional. 3次在这个节目中啊，他就提出来这个节目是虚构的，不是真的。3次哦，但是呢 the people somehow did not listen. They did not hear. They did not comprehend. Yeah. 有清有楚. But how does we say? In English, we say it goes in one ear and out the other. That's good. 这个左耳进右耳出. But in this case, it went in and stayed in. And they started to get very nervous. And 歇斯底里. Wow, I'm getting better at that word. Okay, they were hysterical. Okay, 3 times he said this is not true. And 3 times the people did not hear. Okay? Wells indicated that everything was fictional. Going on. The reality of the program caused the people to miss those announcements. Okay? Okay? The reality of the program. So, 这个节目的太像样子 reality 就是像样子 causes 使他们听不到这个报告 so they missed that it was a real just a fake program. Going on. Today's society, 现在的社会 okay, is more distrustful of media. 现在的社会非常不相信媒体 Why? Because they know that most everything is not real. It's fake. It's not real. It's fake. Okay? Going on. But there is still a danger that television, for instance, is taken for real when it is fictional. Okay? 那么现在我们最大的问题，现在我们没有广播呢，我们是用电视。但是很多人 many people think that the television programs are for real when they are not for real. They are taken for 以为是真的 okay? Taken for 以为是真的但 it is merely 只不过是虚构的是假的啊 Okay, Mrs. Ash, do you want to join me here for a minute?
Yes.
And we'll just spend a few more minutes here. We got 3 minutes. When you watch, we don't watch much television.
Yeah.
In fact, when you need to understand that we don't even have a television set in our house. But when we do watch television, then the question is, does it feel like it's real? What happens to your bung bung tiao? What happens to your heart?
Well, it certainly does beat faster.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. It beats faster. Your heart beats faster. Well, I think that's the television, radio, media, movies.
Yes.
They're all supposed to make you think that it's real.
Yes.
Okay. And I start to get nervous, you know.
And the music is there to help.
The
you
music
get more
is there.
nervous.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly, the music.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was at a party.
Yes.
Did I ever tell you this? I was at a party and the movie was so scary that the movie was so scary, 可怕到什么地步, that I actually went outside and I told the father, oh, I don't feel good. It wasn't my father, it was somebody else's father. I don't feel good. And the problem was, his father, my friend's father, was a doctor. And I said, I don't feel good. So he took me to his office. He said, what's wrong with you? I can't figure out what's wrong with you. Anyway, because it was too real.
That happens.
太像真的.
Yes.
Okay, well, you can just stand here with me. Maybe we'll just share with people that you can write an email to us. And what address are you going to write to? theoldprinciple@gmail.com. 老校长, theoldprinciple@gmail.com. And then what we're going to share with you next is our website. 我们的网站是 www.theoldprinciple.org. So there you have it. You can write an email to us or you can go look at our website. And whatever you do, when you watch television, remember, it's not true most of the time. Have a good day.